Hello, first grade writers. Welcome back to another day of writing about small moments that have happened in our lives. Small moments are stories that last between 5 and 10 minutes and make an impact on our lives. They can be things that make us happy, sad, scared, mad, or excited. Yesterday, you completed the small moment planner. Small moments always have a beginning, a middle, and an end. In our beginning, we tell the characters and the setting. In the middle, we tell the main event or what our story is mostly about. And in the end, we describe our feelings or the lesson we learned. So yesterday, you completed all of this. Way to go. We're going to use this today to help us learn. So make sure that you have this sheet with you when we do our writing today. The first thing that I want you to do is get a highlighter and actually highlight the first top box. This first box is going to be our beginning. Good writers always include the characters and the setting in the beginning of their stories. So what we're going to do is you're going to print off this sheet, this little booklet that has lots of pages to it. It has a cover page. It has a page for the beginning, a page for the middle, and a page for the end. Today, we're going to do the cover, and then we're also going to write our beginning page. And it doesn't really matter what order you do it in. You could do the cover first and then the introduction or the beginning page, or you could do the beginning page and then the cover. It doesn't matter. I'm going to show you my introduction first, since we just highlighted everything that needs to go into the introduction. We need to tell the characters and the setting. So this is my introduction. And as I go, I'm going to check off the things that I included to make sure that I include everything. So I need to say something about my bedroom, March in the morning, Mrs. Fitz, and Stacy, my teacher. So I want to start with describing the setting. Sometimes good writers describe where the character is to get the reader thinking. I'm going to write, it was a chilly March morning, period. I included the word March and I included the word morning. So I'm going to put 2 check marks beside those. I decided to add the word chilly because it was cold outside. And I think it helps my reader understand the setting. Next, I wrote, I was in my bedroom taking a virtual yoga class with my teacher, Stacy McCool. So in that sentence, I shared bedroom, Stacy, and since I'm the one telling the story, I used the pronoun I, and that means Mrs. Fitz. That means me, right? So as you write these stories, you're going to be using the pronoun I because you're the one telling the story. You're like the narrator. So I'm going to go draw a picture of this in a minute, but let's reread what I have so far. It was a chilly March morning. I was in my bedroom taking a virtual yoga class with my teacher, Stacy McCool. That's the only information that goes in your introduction. You tell who you were with, what the setting is, and then the next page is for your middle. All stories have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Now I'm going to go work on my title page. So I decided to write about when I did my first headstand. So I am going to title it Headstand Success. I could have written my first headstand, but I wanted to kind of make it more creative than that. So I put Headstand Success. I wrote my name, bye-bye. I wrote out the entire date because when we write stories, our job as writers is to practice writing out the entire date with the comma. So April 16th, comma, 2020. And then I drew my ground. I drew me. And I drew a thinking bubble. And when I was doing that headstand, I had to think to myself, Julie, you can do it. Don't give up. So I put those words inside of my thinking bubble. Maybe you put a speech bubble on your front cover. Maybe you put a thinking bubble. Maybe you include the people that you are with. Something I forgot. I was watching Stacy on my phone. So I should actually put a label here that says iPhone because I was watching that. And since we're in my bedroom, maybe I'll put a window there. There's a real nice window behind me in my bedroom. That will help the reader understand where I was. And I think there's a little plug in the wall over here. Little details that you can add to your illustrations really help the reader understand. So let's review. Today, your job is to complete your title page. Try to make your illustration as detailed as possible. And then please write your introduction or your beginning of your story. You might have 2 sentences. You might have 3 sentences. Usually our introduction has at least 2 sentences. 1 sentence that describes where, and 1 sentence that describes when, and maybe another sentence that describes who you are with. Check for capitalization, check for punctuation. Good writers always go back to reread to make sure that their writing makes sense. All right, writers, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.